guess I'll introduce it. Uh, hey everyone, welcome back to the Hedgehog's Dilemma. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is sonic forces. So go ahead, fellas, introduce yourselves.
I'm Elgin VA. um, I just feel like Sonic Forces is going to be a weird topic to talk about. Just everything about it.
We going in any specific order or no? I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm Micah the Hedgehog, or Micah. I just prefer to be called Micah. I also think this is gonna be like a very interesting topic. Like,
Okay.
I'm Speed VGM. You can call me Speed, and I agree. This is gonna be, it's gonna be something.
Hey everyone.
hopefully it doesn't get hated.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not sure what we're going to talk about first in regards to forces. Should we talk about pre-release stuff before we jump into the game itself?
Yeah, we could talk about pre-release stuff.
Okay, sure. So,
Yeah.
I don't really remember too much for like my Forces experience. I'm pretty sure like we all seen the trailer.
Yeah, like when it first released, like in the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, so that was like
Yeah, it was the
so,
25th
yeah.
anniversary. I remember stuff. I remember like seeing a live stream of it.
Yeah. Oh, that live stream was terrible.
Terrible. It was terrible, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That was weird.
That was literally something.
Yeah.
The audio was terrible, and I'm gonna say this right now. When the first time, when it came up, and I heard the audio cut out, I was freaking just like, where's the audio? Just like, it's just
Honestly,
like crazy.
Though, like both announcement trailers they showed there, even with the bad live stream, it was pretty hype at the time, I think.
Yeah, like people were hyped about like Sonic Mania, but some people were actually hyped for Sonic Forces though.
I think everybody was, because
I was one of those people. Yeah.
That was insane.
people thought it was gonna be Generations 2, which was weren't we so wrong?
Yeah. It looked promising. The darkest story, the fact that we were gonna get more of what made Generations good. It looked like it was gonna be awesome, and they kind of just dropped the ball.
Yeah, like they were gonna do like a darker story, like the Adventure Games did, I think, but I don't know.
I think what most people were talking about in terms of speculation in regards to the darker story was Sad AM. I think that was easily the biggest influence that many people got from the trailer itself.
Actually, I think I agree with you there, maybe, because Sad AM did have a darker story there.
But I think what further reinforces that fact was the whole gimmick, per se, quote unquote, of how Eggman took over 99% of the world. And that was kind of a big thing that happened in...
Yeah, and Sad AM, in the beginning of the intro.
Yeah, that is a thing that happened in Sad AM. I didn't even notice that.
So, I think it was pretty safe for people to assume at that time that this was some sort of continuation from Sad AM or the Archie comics, if you want to include those in there too.
Yeah, mostly the Archie comics and Sad AM are kind of in the same universe in some way, but
They have a lot of parallels, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both share, same characters, some same storylines.
But, the main difference is, pre-Super Genesis Wave, I think? And then, post it? Mostly like that, I think, but I don't know.
Okay, so I guess we can move on into... I think one of Force's biggest selling points being the new custom character and Infinite.
Oh
God! Okay. Let me speak my opinions on it.
Y'all remember when people were like, "Oh, Bubsy's gonna be in the game"? Y'all
remember?
I remember
that.
Bro, people were just like, Oh my god, Bubsy's gonna be in the game.
That was so funny.
Bro. But like, Infinite overall, as a character in the game, he's pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie.
I really wish they did more with him. He had so much potential. Honestly, the game had so much potential, and they in my
dropped the ball on
opinion,
it.
they did not deliver like at all.
You know what? That reminds me. I think it was treated a lot more well. I think that's the wording in the Western part of the world.
Yeah, I guess it was, but I really don't honestly
Yeah, because there
remember.
was a lot more promotions over there too.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you had all the musical releases on the U.S. YouTube channel at least.
Yeah, usually. But usually the trailers and stuff, it was promising, there was the cutscene where Sonic got freaking beat up by Infinite and the others, but which was something. And Sonic dying. That was just something.
Okay, but you gotta be real with me though. Infinite's design isn't actually that bad. I really like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm seeing a bunch of concept art for design. It was really cool.
Usually for me, Infinite's visual design is kind of bland. It's literally just it's literally just black and then just things, but that's just my opinion.
No, I understand. Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Yeah, some of his concept designs I actually kind of prefer more than his finalized design, but I personally don't think it looks too bad, especially with his mask off. But that's just me.
Oh yeah, I like his mask off design. It looks so cool.
Same.
I wish they did something with that, instead
they
of just
did,
in the comics.
but the only time we see his face
was in the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Sonic Forces comic, I think. But
the prequel comics.
Yeah. But I guess we can move forward into the actual game maybe, and just see how it go with gameplay and stuff like that.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Let's talk about gameplay and stuff.
Okay, so gameplay.
Well,
for lack of a better
you know what's
word.
funny? I don't think we've talked about classic Sonic yet.
Yeah.
Which is
actually, before we get to the gameplay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, classic Sonic.
Why?
I don't know what that whole deal was with that.
Okay,
I just want to know why they decided to shoehorn him in there. If it's not Generations 2, why even have him in?
But
and also with the separate timeline thing, it's just weird. What?
Okay,
I don't know.
Think about it from
I forgot what the whole thing of that was.
I don't know why they had the
short. Is just classic Sonic, and then the one we see in Generations, or no, the one we see in Mania is its own Sonic. The one we see in Generations is Sonic but younger.
It's just so weird because it's either we have two classic Sonics, which is one from Generations and one from Mania, which is an alternate Sonic in its own right. But
yeah,
they didn't have to
so weird.
It's weird how they did that. They didn't have to do that. They just had to put the Sonic that they had in Generations, and then just add Mania to that timeline.
Well, here's the thing.
Exactly.
Think about it from a business perspective. Sonic Generations did phenomenally well. So why not make a sequel to Generations? And seeing the reception that came from Sonic Lost World, it would make sense for them to try to capitalize on making a Mania, or I guess a Generations 2, and also Mania 2 as a whole. Think about it.
Yeah.
It would make sense for them in Sega's mind to introduce classic Sonic again into this new game to get a much larger audience of classic and modern fans together into another game.
I don't know if that necessarily worked or not.
Honestly,
I could see it working, but I don't think the story was brought into account on implementing classic Sonic into Forces.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they could have pulled that off a bit better.
Okay,
Yeah.
so since we're done talking about classic Sonic, I guess we can talk about the gameplay now.
Which still has to do with classic Sonic.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I hate him in that. I hate the way they made him play in Forces.
But
I
like
hate the
for
way
me,
they made anybody playing that game.
Yeah.
like for me, like the worst gameplay in that game has to be classic Sonic. His physics are so weird. Like, and they nerfed his spin dash so much than
They nerfed
Generations.
everything. Literally, they nerfed everything about him.
Like, and it made it much worse.
It somehow feels worse than Sonic 4. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Same.
Yeah, that's the strange thing.
Because they didn't have to do that. Like,
Real, they didn't.
unless it was from level design, unless that, but it's just so weird. Like, they didn't have to nerf him that much.
For real, it's like he felt fine in Generations. It wasn't 1-to-1 to the classics, but it didn't feel bad, you know. I think
like, and plus, like, you could like skip mostly. If you could spin dash, like, you could get a lot of speed off of that.
Yeah, it was actually fun to play as classic Sonic in Generations, at least. In Voices, it feels like a chore, but then again, the whole game kind of feels like a chore when you're gonna. It's like it's not even classic that got messed up in terms of his control. It's modern too, and even the custom character
it's
feels
modern
a little
Sonic too.
a little wonky.
Modern Sonic got nerfed as well, like a whole lot.
Yeah, like his moveset.
Like, in the way that they upgraded the Hedgehog engine, that's just so weird. Like, Hedgehog engine 1 was fine. Like, I know it was because
that's the thing about the
head.
I know about the whole Hedgehog engine thing. The Hedgehog engine is a lighting engine. It's not the actual game. Just to let you know.
Yeah, usually.
That was a big thing with Forces too. They advertised the crap out of the Hedgehog engine too. I swear it was used in the beginning of some Forces trailers. And it makes sense.
It was even used for the Tokyo Olympic Games.
Right.
Like, it's a pretty good lighting engine. It's just the problem is that Forces art design is absolutely garbage.
Yeah,
overall
it sucks.
It sucks ass, like literally.
Yeah, oops, that's my phone.
Oh my god. But like Sonic Forces' art direction was overall weird. It's just like I know they were trying to
concept art for it too, because
the
the concept art was really good.
It's
gorgeous. It was pretty good though, not gonna lie.
Better.
Yeah, and yet they tried, but they tried so hard to match that like art design, and it just didn't mesh well with the lighting engine. It just didn't work.
I just find everything about the game to just like be so, I don't know, mediocre. Like I look at it, you could literally show me 2 different levels, and I think they're the same because you go to Green Hill and Chemical Plant like 5 times in the same fucking. Nothing about the game stands out. It's so mediocre, man.
I hate it too because Forces looked so good, man.
Yeah, like the concept of art looks so good in many ways, and it's just like this game would have been better, but it didn't, which hurt so hard.
It happens with a lot of Sonic games, which sucks too.
Yeah, like Generations is like concept art was actually pretty good also, but like it's just so weird.
I feel like the argument of saying, oh, Forces just needed more time to look really good like the concept art, I like mad disagree with that. Forces had like what 40 years of development.
No, it took 3 years to make the lighting engine. 1 year to develop the game.
Yeah, that basically totals into like 4 years.
Like they made the lighting engine right after Lost World. Which sucks because they should have just spent more time.
They should have spent more time. Like, you could have had a different team like develop Lost World, and the other team just developed the lighting engine. That's just what I can think, but like,
yeah, no, that's the thing. They developed it like straight after. I think. Like when? Hold on.
But
Let me
still,
search this or something.
They had like 4 years. I understand, like they should
Like,
at least like split the years like half and half. They could have like worked like with the lighting engine and I guess developing the art style and concept art and realizing it into the game for at least.
I just
like,
hate Sonic,
right?
Like, I just don't like Sonic Forces' like lighting engine. Even if it was a successor to the Hedgehog engine, that also had had Unleashed and like Generations under its belt. It just didn't work out at all.
And like looking at the gameplay too as well, I think we were mentioning Sonic's moveset is like severely nerfed from Generations. But he has like what? He has light speed.
Yeah, you could literally speedrun through these levels. Like you could like speed for the 2D sections and like Generations is just like
yeah, it's like the way he accelerates so weirdly. It goes from like 0 to 100 way too fast.
Yeah,
the way you can't even drift. The way he slows down so much in 2D sections. It's abysmal.
Okay,
that's what I was noticing
on the
when I was looking at like videos.
Okay,
slow down.
Like on the topic of 2D sections, it should be any 2D sections in like Sonic games in general. That only is for like the 2D games.
I don't know why we do that anymore. Like, if anything, make it smaller, like shorter.
Or just remove like 2D sections in general.
Level. Come on, man.
Focus more on the 3D aspects. I bought a 3D Sonic game, not a 2.5D Sonic game.
Like almost the entirety of that one level.
Oh my god.
That one Avatar level.
Oh my god.
Was it like
Iron Skate or something?
I hate that level.
That's like fully 2D.
Yeah, I hate that level though.
Pyramid Arsenal was fully 3D, but
nothing
happens.
Yeah, that's like one of the only.
But my least favorite level in the entire game has to be near like I think it was like level 28 with like Classic Sonic, like the side scroller level. Yes,
that one.
That was so annoying.
Oh yeah, wait. So
that was so annoying. I hated that. Like that made me like almost quit. That made me almost quit like Forces in general. Like, I hated that level.
It's crazy. There's 30 stages in the game, but they're all barely a minute. So like, what's the point? It barely even lasts. The game is so short and nothing happens. Literally nothing happens. I had more fun creating the freaking custom character than playing the whole campaign.
And also but since we're on the topic of like story,
I don't know. I kind of like the story. I just don't like the way it's interpreted. Like,
it's like the concept was nice, but the execution just wasn't there. You know.
I can agree with you there.
But because
but can I say something?
Sure.
But we can all agree that Tails was tarnished.
Tails. They really did Tails so dirty in that.
Honestly,
Tails was freaking tarnished.
Meta era Tails is just not a well-written character. And that kind of is like fully addressed in, I guess, for all the characters in general on how
even
they act
in the
Forces.
Dark Age, you could say. I guess it's called the Dark Age. Yeah, he wasn't he wasn't written very well in the Dark Age either. Because in 06, in like Unleashed, he would do the same thing almost.
True.
But-
Didn't he like cower against a bunch of those dark Gaia creatures, even though he probably
Yes.
could have taken them?
But also,
Probably maybe could.
but like the thing is, like in the adventure games, he went from a scared kid into a confident hero, and then back to scared again, which is so gosh darn stupid, and it breaks the entire character arc that he had.
Well,
Yeah.
To be fair though,
Yeah.
like, Sonic games like can barely follow continuity at all.
Honestly, yeah.
So
It's just that just makes me so sad though.
Sucks. I remember seeing a video about that actually, where somebody was talking about like his character and how it like kind of tarnished.
Yeah, every Sonic character nowadays, in some way, shape, or form, has
But
been
also,
tarnished. It
and
sucks.
also about Knuckles is, why did they make him a freaking war commander? Why? That's my question.
If they didn't like make him like the way that he or characterize him the way he is now, then he'd be fine. Like if he was also characterized like the way he was in the adventure games, like I don't know exactly what word I would describe for him. I guess like I don't know, but if they characterized him the same way as they did in the adventure games, then he would be a better written character in.
Basically, not stupid in comic relief.
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I don't get why they did that to him. Since when was he supposed to be comic relief? I thought that was supposed to be
And
Drake's
also-
I
job.
think he became.
And also, he was
a
supposed to
character-
like protect the Master Emerald, and yet we don't know where it is
No.
in the game, and yet we know what it is in the IDW comics.
Actually,
Which that is
in
trash
the
right
prequel
there.
comic of,
I'm glad that they
Forces,
did that.
It is acknowledged
haven't
that
seen
he
Angel
was
Island
on
in a
Angel
minute.
Island, yeah, in the prequel comic.
That's true, but like,
Yeah, but like the
we didn't
only
need those
time,
comics, man, put it in the goddamn game. Put the
But
shit in
the-
the goddamn game. I don't want to read no comics. Put it in the game.
but the only thing that I hate is that they freaking forgot about Angel Island. It's been like since like Sonic Advance 3 have we ever heard about the Master Emerald?
It would have been nice if they added like a level about
Like
on
about like
Or,
Angel
like,
Island or something, but they didn't.
They had a level where Eggman was trying to like steal the Master Emerald or some. Or we had to go to Angel Island to get the Master Emerald to power something to help them fight in the war. That would be cool.
That'd be dope. Just going anywhere else in general, except for Green Hill and
Like,
Chemical Plant
bro,
again.
Imagine if
also
they had like an
ta-
Angel Island battlefield like stage.
Bro,
you
that
could
would be
play.
kind of sick though. But speaking of levels, oh my god, aren't they so short?
For real,
Jesus.
I
they.
remember seeing a thing talking about like how a bunch of level designers from like Generations and Colors, which is what it said it was inspired by, like left the team.
Yeah, they only have 3 level designers on the game. Like how?
Yeah.
And none of them worked on the previous games. I think except for one, and that was for Lost World.
Yeah.
Like and that like and their like Lost Worlds levels were freaking short as heck.
Were they? I don't know. I
don't
didn't
think
watch.
so.
I didn't
Yeah.
play.
I don't really
Lost World.
remember. It's been a while since I played Lost World. Actually,
Lost World levels weren't that short.
Actually,
they had a
the more that I
pretty-
remember, I think they were.
They had a
Maybe it was like a minute, like or
I'm gonna
At
have
least
to. I'm gonna have
they
to
were
get back to that.
relatively
I don't know.
decently.
I don't know because all of the levels in like I don't know Unleashed takes about at least 4 minutes.
yeah, like at least
2 to 4.
like-
2 to 4 minutes.
like at least like get those designers in, even though they're just
And that's
last,
only
but-
the daytime stages. I'm not talking about the nighttime.
Okay, but like, ever since Colors, stages have been like mad short though. Let's be
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you look at
Colors
back
is,
in
like,
the,
Tropical Resort.
like double digits to complete without.
but also
speed
if you look like at the adventure games like level designs, they weren't that short. Like maybe they were like in some stages, but they weren't actually.
at least.
yeah, they were
yeah,
at least like
like-
2 to 3 minutes. I think that's like
Same
the
for, like,
happy
Adventure
medium for
2.
Sonic stages to have at least a 2 to 3 minute completion
Like,
time.
yeah,
I like
Anything past 2 is kind of a bit much, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like having them too short is freaking gonna get boring and at worst just bad.
True. It's like, honestly, they probably could have, I guess, merged a couple of stages into one. So instead of having like 30 stages, like 30 short stages, you could have like maybe 15 decently long ones. I don't know.
But also, like, I've heard about a mod, called, like, Sonic Forces Reimagined. Like, I think I played it before, but I don't know. I really don't remember.
I have
And,
seen
like,
footage of
I
that,
remember
and
seeing
they're doing a good
something
job.
like that for the hacking contest this year, I think.
yeah, they did. And they did a pretty good job, though. Like, stretching out the levels even more. Which I feel like they did pretty well.
Yeah, and it's not like they're just putting random like objects and stuff all over the place. They're actually
Yeah.
using like new geometry and stuff to make it look like a true level, like a true expansion. It's really nice.
And also,
actually.
like, they also had
like-
little references to, like, other Sonic games, like SA2, with, like, Sunset Heights, maybe? I don't really remember, but I think they did.
Oh, and that's like something I find really interesting with Forces. The reused assets. Now, I don't think that reusing assets is necessarily a bad thing because it helps with time constraints and keeping things in line and having a pretty easy to meet deadline. I think the reason why Forces suffers from reused assets is because the context and world building of Forces doesn't make sense. So, like,
Yeah,
for
it's
example,
like,
like,
Yeah, I
SAU,
can agree
we're
with
in
that.
Greenville.
Like-
now we're in the city. Now we're going to Metropolis. Now we're in Chemical Plant.
Now we're just going into Eggman's base and just...
So, like,
it's so
for
weird.
example, the adventure games, they work well with reusing assets because it goes hand in hand with the story and world building. So, like, for
Yeah.
example, like Radical Highway and Mission Street. Like,
But also, like, I think there was also a mod for one of the adventure games, like SA2, I think, that, like, combined, like, the two stories, like, like, Zero and Dark, like, into one single playthrough. And, like, I played through that, and I think it was pretty good, actually.
like
like,
another
it just-
example, like the adventure games. I think the use of a hub world and how Adventure does it works decently into combining these locations and giving them some sort of location context with the story too as well. So you can actually understand and even play the characters and see how they go from one location to another. But with Forces, along with continuity, it doesn't make sense. So, for example, if we're just gonna go off of established Sonic lore, characters going from like South Island to West Side Island in like a matter of like seconds doesn't make that much sense. And how
At
characters will
least,
just travel,
like, have, like...
outer space
like-
and back onto the mainland.
Yeah,
repeatedly.
that was weird.
And
They're
also, like,
outer space back on Earth and then or whatever.
And
Earth,
also,
Mars, whatever.
But also, I really wish that they, like, had, like... I wish they, I know there was, like, something in the IDW comics, like, near, like, the first arc of, like, the IDW comics. Like, where they, like, used the ship to, like, fly to different places, I think.
Yeah,
just
that
wish
was
that,
about
like,
for Angel Island.
Yeah, I just at least, like, have that, at least. But I guess they just didn't feel like it because it's just bad writing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Force's writing is a mess.
Like, at least Lost World had, like... It did have its bad moments with writing, but it did have a little bit of good writing, though.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, but, paperclips. Let me stop. Let me stop. Bro, but
Okay, but
I
it's like,
can't.
I guess Sonic Forces music. Let's talk about that.
Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna say this right now. I kind of like Fist Bump, but it just it's a meh.
I'd like to hear Crush 40 cover of that actually.
That's what I was saying. I'm surprised they haven't done it by now.
Yeah, they did stuff like they did that for like Seven Rings in Hand.
7 rings in hand. I'm sorry.
I really do want to hear a Crush 40 cover of Fist Bumps though. That's gonna sound so good, man.
Yeah, I can agree with you there.
If I remember correctly, Forces. So they have vocal tracks. They used synth music for, I think for both classic and modern stages. And okay, I think that's really about it in terms of, I guess the different kinds of song/instrument styles that they used.
Yeah, it's basically like they used Genesis style chiptune-esque music for classic. They used like synthy poppy vocal music for the custom character, and then they used more rockish stuff for modern.
I think they got Tomoyo
speaking
instead of T-Lopes.
But like,
why didn't they bring him on there?
But speaking of the custom character, though, I think the good thing that they nailed about that is that like you had tons of options to, like, go off of. Like, you're able to like be a wolf or like a hedgehog even. Like, that's what I feel like they nailed it down good. I feel.
Honestly, most of my time in the game was spent customizing my character, and well, I think it would be cool if they had more options for like different species and maybe height or something.
Maybe like a chameleon, maybe
to do that actually.
Maybe what if they like had like a crocodile like vector, or maybe even a chameleon, maybe. You never know.
Okay, did the different animal types that you picked affected like gameplay changes? Like they have certain abilities.
I feel like they did that pretty well.
I think like, one had you hold on to a certain amount of rings when you got hit, and then another like had rings gravitate towards you. I can't really remember the rest.
The wolf does that, gravitate or
I feel like they did pretty well about that.
Yeah. Now, if only it actually controlled good.
Yeah, if only. If only it did.
And with customization comes Wispins.
Oh God. Okay.
I think that
I feel like they did pretty well with that. But some of the Wispins were like, I kind of like how the Wispins like actually like had like a type of abilities. Like, I'm trying to remember the one night like you can like jump farther, but I don't remember.
That's like the burst wisp, right?
Most of them were pretty useful, except for Cube. I didn't really get much use out of Cube.
That one, I don't know.
Then again, since like Colors, Cube has been kind of not good.
Yeah, I think everyone can unanimously agree that Cube kind of sucks.
Yeah, Cube kind of sucked though. I can say that much.
Lightning was mad funny though in Forces.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Clear out all enemies.
Oh, that was funny though.
And don't you have like
that one's kind of OP
frames with a lightning whip?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense at least. I remember just abusing the hell out of that.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I'm trying to think of anything else, because usually there might be.
Oh wait, in regards to the soundtrack, forgot what's his name. Who was the guy who worked on the Forces soundtrack?
I don't honestly know.
Otani, yes, him. Bro,
I think it's him, but I don't know honestly.
This has to be like probably his weakest soundtrack yet.
It's probably.
I'd say that Colors would be.
Like
Colors Ultimate specifically.
But also, like, if we were to like compare like the two games that like that were released, like Sonic Mania and Forces, like which one should be better in like overall?
Mania.
Mania. Yeah, Mania is better.
I really wanted to love Forces. It looked like it had so much going for it, but Mania just was built with so much love and care. And while I don't find myself going back to 2D Sonic games a lot, I can say without a doubt that that game is way better.
I can agree, because usually Sonic Mania did well because a lot of people loved loved it, and usually I can see that, and a lot of people, it's just they put so much care and love into it, and that's why they made a polished game.
I thought
what I could say.
People liked Sonic Mania because it was a good game, and Forces was a bad game.
And also, Sonic Mania also sold well, so yeah, I feel like they did pretty well on that.
I think Forces sold pretty well too, actually.
Yeah, it
surprisingly,
did decently.
Yeah.
In terms of sales revenue.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
surprisingly.
A financial failure. I think the reception of it is a failure.
Yeah, critically it wasn't viewed too well, but financially it did okay, I think.
I think on Metacritic it has a 56, if I remember correctly. So it's pretty average.
Yeah, it's not like it.
It's not home breaking. It's not.
It's not bad because it's broken. It's bad because it's mediocre.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, Forces is a weird game. It has problems, but it did do some things well. And I just wish that the new 2022 game doesn't mess it up. That's just what I can hope.
I'm cautiously hyped for it because if what I've seen is true, it at least has more ambition than Forces, which is what I'm kind of excited for. Because even if it flops, at least I feel like I'd probably have more fun with Forces because it looks like it's at least trying to do more, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But and also there's Sonic Origins coming out, and
well, that one's just a collection of games, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be fine because all the games in that collection are already good.
Yeah, so that's something to worry about. And besides, I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm probably just gonna emulate the classic games. In all honesty, so
I mean, that's fair. That's
same. Because usually, I just have to buy a collection. Emulation is much more better because you can actually upgrade the game more. So.
I think the only reason why I get that collection is if there's, I don't know, maybe if all the games are widescreen or have some extra goodies in there.
They are all widescreen, actually.
Yeah, all of them are widescreen.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Sonic 3 from what we saw in the trailer, I think. No, isn't widescreen yet, but
no, it is widescreen.
They just clarified on Twitter that it's 16:9.
Yeah,
that's a cool mistake, I think.
I think if I do buy Sonic Origins, unless
the way that I'm gonna play usually Sonic 3 is gonna be Sonic 3 Air. I feel like it's kind of better than what Sonic Origins is gonna have for it, but
I mean that's fair. It has a lot of mods for it, so I can see why.
Yeah.
Doesn't Forces also have quite a
good selection of mods? Yeah, it does.
Very good selection of mods.
If someone were to ask you guys, the definitive mods to have for playing Sonic Forces, what would they be?
Well, for me,
I don't have Sonic Forces. I've been talking about Forces this entire time, but I don't have it.
Bro,
I only have it on Switch
today.
Okay, for me, I can recommend any mods out there. I would say Sonic Forces Reimagined. It reimagined some of the levels to be in a significant length, in which I kind of like that. That's just what I can feel like you could check out. But that's just only my suggestion.
Yeah, and
I've seen Overclocked. Have y'all seen Overclocked?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks good. I like it.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. Good eye.
Well, I haven't tried it out myself. I think there's some like minor physics adjustment mods out there that might be useful. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
But also, I
translate
did saw
mods.
Overclocked, which I feel like is kind of better than like the regular game, actually.
I mean, that's true. It seems to take itself more seriously, and the level design seems a bit better. Although it has been a while since I've looked at it, and I haven't got the chance to try it out myself.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. But from what I've heard about it, I feel like it's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And although it's probably not gonna happen, but I think it'd be kind of interesting if maybe, like we get some sort of fan reimagining of voices similar to what they're doing with '06. If you guys know about Sonic P06.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I've heard about
good.
that project. I've
Yeah,
like
it's
having
nice.
Sonic 06, like even being one of my favorite Sonic games ever. I feel like the dude's doing it pretty well. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I've played the latest demo and it's
But
amazing.
also, I did hear about something called Sonic Unleashed Redux, and
Hey yo.
yeah, like I've heard about that, and I think they're doing it pretty well. Not
Hey,
gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, and also they're doing one for Sonic Generations, so I might check that out as
Oh.
well.
I think that one I've heard of. If it's the mod you're talking about.
Yeah, like it's right here, I think.
I'll
Yeah.
make sure to drop it in the description if anyone wants to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, nice.
yeah.
That's cool.
So,
I think they're doing the same for just Sonic Generations in general.
Yeah, from what I've heard. Like, make sure to
That's the
just
same
check
dude that
out like
made,
those mods, and if you guys want to experience like if you guys want to like experience like Sonic Forces or any or Sonic Unleashed or maybe even Generations if you had the money for it.
Yeah.
There's also a remake that's being worked on in Unreal Engine 4 that's looking pretty
And also-
dang good, actually.
And also, like, check out PO6 if you want, because I feel like they are doing it pretty well. But make sure if your computer is very, very powerful, just keep a lookout for that.
Yeah.
So should we like wrap this up with Sonic Forces?
Yeah, why not?
Yo,
All right. So, I think Sonic Forces is a game that has a lot of missed potential. I feel like that if it was just given more time in the oven, it could have been. I wouldn't say it would be the best Sonic game ever made, but I think it could definitely contend up there with being a incredibly top tier Sonic game. There's just a lot of stuff that went wrong in the background that we don't even know about. So my hopes is that this next new Sonic game might be just that better forces that we just didn't ever get to experience back in 2017.
yeah.
Yeah, but for me, Sonic Forces is a game that had a lot of missed potential, and it just didn't do much, and it didn't have enough time to just do its thing. It only had like 4 like years to get developed, so yeah, I just feel like they had like missed potential there. Just so
Also, minor nitpick before we end this off. Does anybody notice that, like, in all the promos, when they show the custom character as that red fox, he's shown as blue in the cover art? I'm just saying that right now.
Bro, that's my
Wait, is
question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
like a
is.
teal.
Oh wait, he
Yeah,
is. I've just remembered that.
Yeah,
I
like
saw that and I was like,
look over here.
why?
Look, why?
Why
did they do
though?
Was that like a color error? I think. Like you
Bro,
never
I
know.
was thinking, why? I don't know why they did that.
But why you got the wrong Wispin too though?
Oh yeah,
I
he's
don't
supposed to
know.
have the birds.
Maybe
Right?
maybe
This is the first
maybe
one,
someone just in the art department just felt like recoloring the avatar maybe, or gadget, whatever you want to call him.
So why is Metal
I don't know,
Sonic
I don't
up
think
there?
it
It's not
has a
even
name.
important.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just what people call him in the Sonic community. But
Yeah, that's what people call him. Is Gadget.
I'll just call him Bubsy because that's easier.
I can't. Bubsy.
Bubsy for Sonic Rangers.
Oh my. Yes, but like, if Sonic Rangers do have like the custom avatar like thing like they had in Forces, that would be something.
I'd be down for that.
So,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, because and also if the game might be polished enough, it might actually be a pretty cool Sonic game.
True.
What I've heard, they're taking extra time with their games now, so hopefully we're in the clear. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully. And
We
also it
will
was
see.
delayed for like 2023. Which
Yeah, no,
is-
was it
Wait,
2023?
I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was only 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did delay it.
Oh,
You're
wow.
kidding.
Oh well,
I mean, good for them, but god damn it.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
it hurts, doesn't it?
I guess that's gonna be it for our Forces discussion.
Yeah, but next time I think we're gonna be covering Sonic Media, maybe? Don't know.
Sonic Media, you said? Hmm.
the Sonic
Mania.
episode?
Oh,
Alright,
Mania. Okay.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
that sounds good.
Well, to the audience, thanks for listening in to our discussion. It's pretty fun.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
And it's been a pleasure here.
Make
So,
sure to sub
I guess-
to our channels. They should be in the channel section of our YouTube page.
Yeah, hit
Yeah,
that subscribe
it should
button,
be.
ring that bell, hit the like, comment your favorite color.
Like game or
Yeah,
something.
do all jazz.
You have no idea how to end a video.
I don't think any of us
guys,
do.
thank you for watching this podcast. If you liked it, I don't know. Share
Please give it a thumbs up.
it.
And subscribe.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you, people.
See ya.
Yeah.
See you guys.